I saw this story break a few days ago. 9/23/2020 is when it hit. It's not that long ago. And it's not something that I would normally cover on the channel for a video. Maybe I would talk about something like this in a live stream, but not so much for a video. But things have kind of changed a little bit. I thought maybe I could bring some awareness to this, and I'll show you why in a minute. But first, I want to cover what happened because it's a pretty crazy story. And I thought, hey, this when I originally read it, I was like, this is pretty heroic. You don't see stuff like this very often. It also highlights how bad things are in some spots right now. But you can see the headline, Hero Dad Shot While Shielding His 3 Kids. Gunman's Fire on Car Dealership. So here's the story. A father's instincts kicked in when gunshots rang out inside a car dealership, covering his 3 kids with his body and taking a bullet for them. The incident unfolded Monday night around 7:30 p.m. inside a car dealership in the Bronx when 3 men started shooting multiple rounds at a 4th guy who returned fire. Surveillance video shows the father sitting on a couch with his 3 small children when the bullets started flying. He immediately threw himself on top of the kids, dragging them to the floor and completely covering them. Our law enforcement sources say the hero's name is Anthony Jefferson, and he took a hit in his right thigh. We're told he was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition, and the suspects did get away, and it's unknown what led to the action in the first place. The video is very powerful. I don't think I can show it because of copyright and stuff, but I can tell you about it. Basically, this guy comes up here and he unloads and he's dropping back, but as he's doing it, the father quickly rushes his kids to the ground, jumps on them to shield them, and right here, you can see the guy in the video come, if you can see where my mouse is. He comes back in and he's still firing. He goes to the couch and actually hits him right in it looks like it hits him in the butt. And he still stays on top of them. He didn't even really flinch. He kind of jumped for a second. It looked like, you hear stories about people getting hit in a high adrenaline situation. And they say they might have felt a bee sting or something. That's what it looked like to me. He just kind of stayed with it. He didn't really move. He just stayed with his kids, pulled them closer, and was like a human shield for them. It's very touching just to see that, because you don't, especially with a father, you don't really get to see them do anything special because the news never shows that stuff, because men are treated as wallets when it comes to their children. That's how they're seen by the media and most of society. So to see like a heroic dad do that, I thought that was, honestly, I thought it was very touching. And that's kind of the last I thought about it. I really didn't think that this guy was going to have anything bad to him. But then, I'm looking around for news stories and I see this and I was blown away. This is crazy. Hero dad fired from 2 jobs after shielding his kids. Fired. I was like, there's no way. And it turns out there is. He lost his jobs. Not because of this, but because he was unable to work. Imagine losing your jobs because you wanted to keep your kids safe. Now, to be fair, from what I understand, they didn't fire him because of doing this. They fired him because he can't work. Let me go over the story. It's very short. The hero father who took a bullet to protect his 3 kids during a shootout at a car dealership is on the mend, but he's now out of his 2 jobs, and his kids are still in shock. Anthony Jefferson and his wife, Danica Jefferson, tells TMZ Anthony is currently unable to walk after taking a shot in the right thigh earlier this week when a gunman started shooting inside a Bronx car dealership. Danica tells us that due to his inability to work right now, Anthony was fired from his 2 jobs as head painter at a maintenance company and as a construction worker in New York City. She was not comfortable naming the companies. I wish that she would have. People would have lobbied for this guy to get his job back. But it's crazy that he's fired and not just like laid off temporarily until he can come back. Like, they probably, I don't know. He'll be able to get unemployment for sure, but that's not enough money. If anybody's ever had to, and I'm sure a lot of people are on unemployment right now, it's nowhere near what you used to make in most cases. So, and then what does he do after that? It sucks. It's a pretty terrible situation. Anthony's been discharged from the hospital, but still has the bullet lodged in his leg. And Danica says he'll need another surgery in the near future. And then there's the trauma on their children. As you know, Anthony shielded them during the situation at the dealership. They're reluctant to go outside, crying in their sleep, and the youngest asks, why did this man hurt my daddy? So the reason that I'm even going over this is because they put a GoFundMe up. I rarely do this, but I was really kind of blown away by this, so I thought maybe, I can use my platform to do something. So here is the Kickstarter. It's Heroic Dad Shields Kids from being shot at car. And there's a GoFundMe. I'll put the link in the description so you can check it out. I'll ask that maybe you consider sharing the video so people can be aware of it. It's at $10,000. They're trying to raise money for the medical bills and to get their kids therapy. So I rarely do this, but I'm sharing this one time, this one story, because I was really kind of blown away by it. So if you can help, the link is here for you guys if you want to. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps the family. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. And, hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one.